welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we apprise you with the recent important legal developments across the nation. Here are the headlines. Supreme Court seeks response from Delhi Police on plea by NewsClick founder and HR head. Aditya Thackeray approaches the Bombay High Court to intervene in PIL, seeking his arrest for connection in Sushant Singh Rajput's case. V. Senthil Balaji's bail plea in money laundering case rejected by the Madras High Court. Delhi court extends Manish Sisodia's judicial custody till November 22nd. Bar Council of India opposes direction to enrol South Korean citizen as advocate. Justice S Muralidhar to return to practice, designated senior advocate of the Supreme Court. Now let's take a detailed look on the headlines. The Supreme Court today issued notice and sought the response of the Delhi Police on pleas filed by NewsClick founder and editor-in-chief Prabir Purkayastha and its HR head Amit Chakravarti, challenging their arrest under the Anti-Terror Law Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. The two are accused of intentionally peddling false narratives against India and pushing a pro-China agenda in return of funds received from foreign nations. Purkayastha and Chakrabarti both were arrested on October 3rd following a series of raids by the Delhi police. The police placed reliance on a report published by the New York Times, alleging NewsClick of receiving crores of rupees illegally for paid news and with the intention to disrupt the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India and cause disaffection towards the nation. A special leave petition was filed before the Supreme Court by the two against a judgment of the Delhi High Court dated October 13th, which upheld their arrest by the special cell of the Delhi police. The duo is being represented by senior advocates Kapil Sibal and Devdutt Kamath. The SLPs were heard today by a bench of Justice B.R. Gavai and Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, who sought the response from Delhi police by October 30th. Member of the Legislative Assembly and Shiv Sena leader Aditya Thackeray approached the Bombay High Court to intervene in a public interest litigation that seeks his arrest in connection with the deaths of late Bollywood actor Sushant Singh Rajput, along with Disha Salian, who was the former manager of the actor before she died allegedly by suicide. Thackeray filed an intervention application challenging the maintainability of the PIL, as the case is still under investigation by the Central Bureau of Investigation. The PIL was filed in June this year and has not been heard by the High Court yet. Thackeray, however, has said to have filed the intervention application before any order was passed. Justice G. Jayachandran of the Madras High Court today dismissed the bail petition of Tamil Nadu Minister V. Senthil Balaji in the money laundering case. Balaji sought bail on medical grounds, claiming his health condition was such that he required continuous physiotherapy. The Enforcement Directorate, which is investigating the case, however, opposed Balaji's plea, stating that a medical condition that requires immediate attention can be the reason for granting bail. However, Balaji is not suffering from any serious health condition and can be treated in the prison hospital. The court rejected his bail plea on the ground that his brother was absconding, and since Balaji was holding the post of a minister without portfolio, he may likely tamper with witnesses. Balaji was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in June this year in relation to a cash for jobs scam during his tenure as the Transportation Minister between 2011 and 2016. Balaji's bail for long has been a matter of contention, and previously the family of Balaji filed a habeas corpus petition challenging the manner of his arrest and sought permission for transferring him to a private hospital for treatment. After which, on June 15th, the Madras High Court granted permission for admitting him to a private hospital, but denied interim bail to him. Interestingly, a division bench of the Madras High Court comprising Justice Nisha Bhanu and Justice Bharata Chakrabarti had entertained the habeas corpus plea and passed a split verdict in the case. The same was then heard by a third judge, Justice C.V. Karthikeyan, who upheld the validity of Balaji's arrest by ED. Balaji then approached the Supreme Court that dismissed the plea against Balaji's arrest. The Rouse Avenue Court in Delhi today extended the judicial custody of Aam Aadmi Party leader and former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi Manish Sisodia till November 22nd, Special Judge M.K. Nagpal adjourned the case till November 22nd and directed the counsels for the accused to inspect documents relating with the case at the CBI headquarters, as per the schedule drawn according to the convenience of the counsels. Sisodia is under custody since February 26th for his alleged role in the Delhi excise policy scam case. The case relates to irregularities committed while modifying the excise policy to extend undue favors to license holders. The Bar Council of India has moved the Delhi High Court, challenging a direction to process the enrollment of a South Korean citizen as an advocate in India. Senior advocate and BCI chairperson Manan Kumar Mishra argued that enrolling a foreign national will open a floodgate, and this may later result in the entry of lawyers from Pakistan and Nepal into the country. Mr. Mishra argued that foreign lawyers are not allowed to practice in courts as their entry is permitted in a limited manner, and the order of a single judge, which set aside the BCI's order refusing to enroll a foreign national, cannot be sustained. A division bench of the High Court, comprising the Chief Justice Satish Chandra Sharma and Justice Sanjeev Narula, deliberated upon the issue. Chief Justice Sharma observed that the foreign national Dae Young Jung held a law degree from an Indian institute and was not a foreign lawyer, as the law permitted him to practice in India. Justice Sanjeev Narula said that I don't find anything wrong with the single judge's order. The BCI was then granted 6 weeks to establish that the guidelines in South Korea do not permit Indian lawyers to practice there. The bench said, if the South Korean government says Indians will be allowed, you have no case. Justice Yashwant Verma of the Delhi High Court in May this year made the order in favor of Jung, who challenged the rejection of his enrollment application by the BCI, submitting that Section 24 of the Advocates Act provides that citizens of any other country may be admitted as an advocate on a state roll if Indian citizens are permitted to practice law in that country. Former Chief Justice of Odisha High Court, Justice S Muralidhar, is set to return to practice after his retirement. The former justice will be practicing before the Apex Court, which on October 16th designated him as a senior advocate. Justice Muralidhar retired as the Chief Justice of Odisha High Court after his recommendation for his appointment as the Chief Justice of the Madras High Court was withdrawn by the Supreme Court Collegium. The Collegium in April withdrew the said recommendation owing to the centre's failure to respond to the recommendation. Justice Muralidhar has also served as a judge of the Delhi High Court, and in February 2020, he was transferred from Delhi to Punjab and Haryana High Court, following controversial remarks about the Delhi police's inaction in the Northeast Delhi riots of 2020. He also issued directives to the Delhi police to act for the well-being of victims of the riots and mandated the police to submit a compliance report in this regard. In addition to the directive to the police, he also directed the state government to offer accommodation, medical services, and counseling to the displaced victims. Justice Muralidhar also made comments about the government at an event on 7th October this year, stating that he didn't know why the government was upset over his decisions. In other news, 2 more retired judges, Justice Tanwant Singh of the Delhi High Court and Justice P.N. Prakash of the Madras High Court, were also designated as senior advocates by the Supreme Court. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum, and subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.